Okay, YouTube. Today I would like to talk about and discuss college. I would like to also discuss pay increases, pay raises, pay decreases, minimum wage. However, and hopefully I will be able to discuss and place this video within a 15-minute time frame. I am recording and discussing things from my cell phone, and from a cell phone I'm only allowed 15 minutes to say what I got to say or record what I have to do and throw it on there, or else YouTube will not allow the video to be posted. It will be considered as rejection. Well, anyway, let's get to the story at hand, shall we? Let's take it from the top. Let's take it from all the way back to the beginning of elementary school. You know how when you were in elementary school and you were a child and you were going up, you're going through first grade all the way up to the 12th, your 12 years of school as a kid. And you know how people in your community, your friends, your family, the police, the fire department, your teachers, high school PE coaches, they'll tell you, stay on the right track. Stay on a straight arrow. Keep your nose clean. Stay out of trouble. Don't do drugs. Say no to drugs. Don't do alcohol. Please don't have any children before you are married. And no, oh my God, whatever you do, no. Don't be on welfare. Don't go out there to the world and look for a free handout. Work hard for what you want. Get your education. Go to college. Secure your future. You can be all you can be. Yeah. You go and you do everything there is to do. You graduate high school. You kept your nose clean. You didn't have any kids. You're 18, 19 years old. You're fresh out of high school. You have your high school diploma. You got a job. You got a car. You kept your nose clean. You don't have any criminal records. You don't have any drugs. You don't have any alcohol. You're not on any welfare. Your job is, let's say, flipping burgers. It's minimum wage. It's a hotel housekeeping job. It's something that does not pay pretty good because, of course, you're a kid. You're fresh out of high school. You can't just come straight out of high school and start working for a doctor's lawyer's office. You don't have any education. You don't have a degree. You don't have anything under your belt. You don't even have any experience. All you have is your high school diploma. Okay, so let's just say that you decide that you want to be, something more than just scrubbing somebody else's tub and toilet stool. You want to be more than just making up somebody else's bed who've been sexing in last night, or shooting up with drugs or whatever they've been doing the night before. Let's say that you don't want to be standing up in a hot, sweaty, flipping burger fast food joint the rest of your life until you're 40 or 50 years old. Let's say you don't want to be that person. You want to be more. So therefore, you apply for college. Okay, you know that you cannot pay for college with that type of job, flipping burgers, housekeeping. You know that. So what do? You turn to your friends, you turn to your parents, you turn to your community, whoever that was in your life, and try to ask for help. And, guess what? The main people who told you stay on the right track, keep your nose clean, they say they're not there for you. They don't help you pay for anything. They can't help you pay for anything. They're broke themselves, or however you go. But either or way, at the end of the day, you're on your own. You go to the college and you say, I want to be more than this. I want to have a secure future within the next 5 to 10 years. I want to be somewhere more than here. So they tell you, hey, we have a program called financial aid. You apply for the financial aid department. You give them all of your information. You give them all of your household income. And they go ahead and they motivate you. And they tell you, yeah, you can get $10,000, $11,000. You can get $5,000 in Pell Grants. You can get this. And whatever remaining balance you just pay per month and yourself until you're paid off with the school. And once your income tax comes around or whatever, you pay back your taxes to the federal government that you got for your loans. Okay, they got you all motivated and they got you all excited and, ready to go and everything. And then they hit you with some type of surprise. Oh, sorry. You didn't qualify for the financial aid. You didn't have this information. You didn't have that information. You didn't have this. So therefore, we have to either expect you to have this money up within a 9-month period, however much money that a college would cost. And let's just go ahead and say college is not cheap. It's not cheap and it's not free. So if you can't pay this here by the time the course is over and you don't qualify for financial aid, you're pretty much backed up in the corner and you have no choice but to drop out of school. Okay, here is where we come in with the pay raise. I spoke with a person once before about minimum wage increases, increasing minimum wage to $15 an hour, including fast food. And this guy was telling me on the internet, that's Facebook per se, that he doesn't feel that it's fair for people to be working at Mickey D's or housekeeping or pushing a cart or whatever to make just as much as him. And he has a degree. He had to sweat, he had to struggle, he had to do everything he could do to get his degree and be who he is. And for a person to not even have a degree to come along and get what he worked hard for and didn't have to suffer like he did, that's an outrage. So I'm like, wow, are you serious? So people who want to go to college, the main people that you said keep your nose clean, and they did just that. They didn't sell drugs. They didn't stand on the corner. They didn't beg for welfare. They didn't ask for food stamps. They actually work pretty much a bullshit job, but they want to be somebody. They want to go to college, but they don't qualify for loans. They cannot pay. They don't have the money. You would really sincerely deny these people an increase of minimum wage so they would be able to pay for college? I mean, I really don't understand. I would like some input from you guys, if it's possible. In negative criticism, positive criticism, I don't care. But let me know. What do you think? I mean, you tell people, keep your nose clean, graduate high school, stay out of trouble, and this and that, and go to college, be this, be that. I know that you can't pay for it. You can't qualify for financial aid. So we're also telling you, don't be on welfare, don't do this, don't do that. But at the same time, we don't want to give you an increase in the minimum wage. Well, how else are you supposed to be who you are without having to be on the stripper pole and taking your clothes off and making yourself out to be a whore for, just to go to a community class for a degree, so to speak. A certificate, nursing or whatever. I mean, what more could you do? I would really like some input from you guys on that. I mean, of course you can't work like 3 jobs or whatever to pay for school. Of course you cannot pay a college $80 a month, as he stated. Of course, there are no jobs for a person with no education that will pay you $13 to $15 an hour, because if that was so, there wouldn't be such a dilemma with the minimum wage increase. Now what? But you tell me, what is your opinion? If you don't raise the minimum wage and kids can't qualify for financial aid, okay, it's all the way out a stripper pole and all of that, degrading yourself. Then what else would you suggest they do when you say keep your nose clean? I would like to know an answer to that. You don't want them to be drug addicts. You don't want them to be drug dealers. You don't want them to be robbing you. You don't want them to commit crimes. You want them to be a success. But yet you find a roadblock to hold them back. That's my dilemma. There's a roadblock. And they'll give you some little, Bible verse or whatever as an excuse. Well, God never said it would be easy. Well, we're not saying that it should be easy, but at least if someone is trying their best and they are not just laying around being lazy, then by any means necessary, I approve an increase in the minimum wage if they are trying to go to college and secure their future. How about you?